Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing good. Children, as you all are aware that we were doing chapter 10, that is motion and measurement of distances. And yesterday what we had done, actually motion already we have done, like anything which shows movement is said to be in motion, and anything which is not showing motion or which is stationary, that is supposed to be at rest. So motion and rest is the two opposite phenomenon which we are going to study in scientific language. After that we had types of motion, that is rectilinear motion. The motion which possesses in straight line is said to be rectilinear motion. Then a motion which supposed to be or which is in circular motion means from a center the thing is moving at equidistance, then that is known as circular motion. Then next we have our periodic motion, the motion which repeats itself after an equal interval of time, that is your periodic motion. Then we have last, that is rotational motion, when an object rotates on its axis and then revolving around it, then that is known as rotational motion. So now in this chapter 10, earlier we had done about motion, different types of motion. Then history of transport also we had done, that how invention of wheel was done and how the people were shifted from vehicle, from animals to different transport vehicles. After that we have done about that is after transportation, then they started, when once the transportation they started interacting with the other countries, they started interacting with people from other countries. Then they find it out that there is different ways of measuring things. If here in India we were measuring, that we were measuring in some other units, and in other countries they were measuring in some different units. So while doing interaction with other countries, they find it out that there is certain problems when they were doing business or they were interacting with other countries. So they find it out that there must be a common unit or common measuring system must be there. So then they find it out. So need of standard measurement, that we will find it out, that there is a need of a standard measuring system which help them to measure length or which help them to measure distances. To comparing quantities we must have a common system among them. So then they have, or the scientists of different countries, they find it out an international system of unit which is common everywhere. So standard international unit, that is your SI unit. So distances, like here measurement of distances we have measured. Distances mean the length of space between 2 points or 2 places is called distances. Now here if I find it out, distance between Delhi to Kolkata, so that is distance or the difference between 2 places. So for example, the length of or space between 2 places like Delhi to Agra it is 200 kilometers. So earlier measuring this is different unit, using different units they will be measuring it. So then they find it out that why we cannot use, or why we are not using a common unit everywhere. Somewhere it is measuring in miles, somewhere it is measuring in kilometers, somewhere they are measuring with foot span or different unit they will be using. So then they realize that they must be using a common system of unit. So then they realize that they must be using a common system of units, so that whatever length they are going to measure here in India, that will same as of in other country also. That if they are measuring the distance somewhere else, then also that length or that particular distance will be same. So they started using this SI unit, SI, that is Standard International Unit. Standard International Unit. First of all, measurement, we'll understand measurement. What do you mean by measurement? Measurement means measurement, you all were doing it. Measurement is not a new word for you all. Measurement, you all were doing it. That is, measurement is a process. Measurement is a process of comparing an object with standard unit of length. Standard unit of length. So, for example, like measurement means measurement is a process of comparing an object with standard unit of length. There are certain standards unit of length were there, like length we were measuring in meter and then we are measuring in kilometer. So meter and kilometer are the two unit of length, and we were using different time, we were using it, like when we have to measure a short distance we were using meter, we were using centimeter also, even millimeter also. So how the system work, that also we will be considering. Now earlier times, again there is a history of measurement is also there. Earlier time, the people, they were measuring the length with their hand span or cubit. Now what do you mean by cubit? Cubit is this, that the distance between your middle finger and your elbow. This is your cubit. Then hand span, distance between your thumb and your this little finger. This distance is your hand span. Then foot span, that is a distance of your foot, that is your foot span. So measurement is a process of comparing an object with standard unit of length. Means whatever standards have been given, we are going to compare it with that standard unit of length. So measurement is a process of comparing an object with standard unit of length. Now unit is what? Which is already prescribed, like this meter, kilometer, centimeter, millimeter is your standard unit of length. Now in our daily life, we can use a variety of object as unit of measurement. Like earlier the people, they were using hand span and foot span, or they were using cubit also to measure that distance. But then they realized that if this hand span or forearm length, or that is cubit, foot span, that is not common everywhere, and we will be suffering some of the issues, like, see, all the person do not have finger of same size or hand of same size. If they are supposed to measure the distance in somewhere else, in other countries, then they are going to suffer with this, that yes, they will be measuring with some other unit or something else. So then they realize that yes, we required some standard unit must be there. So every measurement consists of a number and a unit. So then here we are going to discuss only measurement of length today. SI unit, about SI unit, that is Standard International Unit, which a scientist put into it, and then they were everywhere in the country, in different world, in other world also, they will be using this Standard International Unit. Now measurement is a process comparing of an object with standard unit of length will be there. So every measurement consists of a number and a unit. Every measurement, like here if I will write this 3 centimeter, length of any line segment is 3 centimeter. So 3 is a number and centimeter is a unit. So each measurement will consist of these two things, number and unit. So every measurement consists of a number as well as of a unit. Now the result of every measurement consists of two parts. That is, the first part consists of a number, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 counting numbers or these. Whether they are in decimal, whether they are in fraction, whatever. So that number, and then other one is unit. Now a measurement is not complete unless both the number and the unit are mentioned. So both of these things is necessary to mention over there. Now SI unit of length. So as I told you yesterday also, SI unit of length is meter. But the long distances we will be measuring in kilometer also. So in order to have a uniformity in the measurement of various physical quantities like length, mass, time, etc., the scientists all over the world have adopted international system of unit. Now the units of this system are called SI units. SI unit is the short form of French name, that is Système International de Units. Now we can now say that the SI units are the standard unit of measurement which are used in all the countries of the world. Now SI unit of measuring length is meter. Fine. SI unit of length, SI, Standard International Unit of Length, is meter. Sometimes it is written like METER also. So meter, and what is the abbreviation of meter? That is M. M is the abbreviation of meter. So symbol is M. Now as well as whatever international system or system of unit we will be using in our country, that is our country also, that is National Physical Laboratory in New Delhi is going to keep a check on it, that what system we will be using and how our weight will be given. Like weight also, you have seen that the different shopkeeper, they were using that weighing machine. So they will be, that weighing machine was made only by our Indian system, and it is not, and only government authorized companies, those who are going to make that weighing balance. So national standard, they have to measure that, keep that national standards, and they will be using it. Now that is National Physical Laboratory in New Delhi. The meters measured, used everywhere in our country is an exact copy of that national standard. So this is the work of that National Physical Laboratory, that whatever sample is going to make by any factory, that should be sent in that National Physical Laboratory, and they are going to authenticate that particular meter tape or whatever length they are going to use to measure it. Now the SI unit of measuring mass is kilogram, that is kg, as well as SI unit of measuring time is second. So all these length, mass and time, even temperature is Kelvin, and current we can measure in ampere. Now prefixes used with SI unit. What are the prefixes we are going to use with SI unit? Now prefix is a kind of a word which is used before the name of a SI unit to get a bigger value or a smaller value. Now here what we can do, that kilo is a prefix which denote 1000. That is, kilo means 1000 or 1000. So when we write kilo before meter, that will becomes kilometer. It means 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meter. Now prefix. So this we are going to understand that what does this prefix work like kilometer. K stands for kilo and meter. Now kilo is a prefix. So this prefix or suffix you have done in English, that anything with join before that name. So before meter, if we join this kilo, then it means that 1 kilometer is equals to 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meters. That will be equal to 1000 meters. Since this kilo is prefix. Again, if kilo is added before gram, then that will become 1000 grams. 1000 grams. So this kilo is working like a prefix. Wherever you are going to add this kilo, it means that it stands for 1000. Fine? 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter, 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 kilogram. So after that, okay, now here centi. Now centi is a prefix, means 100. So centimeter, if we are going to add, that is 100. Since in 1 meter we have 100 centimeter. In 1 meter we have 100 centimeter. So these prefixes are length related, like milli. The smaller one is milli, centi, deci, meter, deca, hecto, kilometer. So these are certain standards unit of length which you are going to measure it, or these are the prefix which help you to find it out. Fine. If you are coming down, then that is increasing, and if you are going up, that is decreasing. So if 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeter, it means 1 centimeter is 1/100th of meter. So this 100 will come here in denominator. Fine. So 1 centimeter is equals to 1/100th of meter. Centimeter, centi means centi is a prefix. That means 1/100th of a meter. Now here I am going to take up a quick problem which you can, like 1 meter is equals to 1000 millimeter. Milli, if I am going to add millimeter, milli. So milli is a prefix which means 1/1000th of meter. 1000. So 1/100th of centimeter, milli, and 1 millimeter is 1000 of centimeter. Fine. So that is 1000th of meter, and here 1/100th of meter. Now one question I am going to take it, and that will help you to understand that how we can express these length using it. By using this different unit of length, how we can express. Though you all have done this measurement or this question in your maths class 5 also, in this class also, that is related to your measurement. Now one problem I am going to take it, that a height of a person is 1 point. Question I am going to take it, the height of a person is 1.65 meter. 1.65 meter. Express it in centimeter and millimeter. Centimeter and millimeter. This we have to do it. Now here height of a person is given, that is 1.65 meter. Now, so in first case, like we have to convert the height in centimeter, and we know 1 meter, we know here 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeter. It means this 1.65 meter that can be converted, that will be multiplied by 100 to convert it into centimeter. So when we multiplied it, these two decimal places will be taken up by these two zeros. That will become 165 centimeter. 165 centimeter. So, thus height of a person in centimeter. So, we have two parts of this question. There are two parts. A part is 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeter, 1.65 meter is equals to 1.65 into 100, that will be equal to 165 centimeter. Thus a height of 1.65 meter is equals to 165 centimeter. Then number 2, in the second case you are supposed to mention it or convert it into millimeter. So it means 1 meter is equals to 1000 millimeter. 1000 millimeter, yes. So here 1.65 meter, that will be equal to 1.65 multiplied by 1000. That will become 1650 millimeter. 1650 millimeter. So what we have done, that the question which is given to us, that is the height of a person is 1.65 meter. Express it in centimeter and millimeter. So A 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeter. 1.65 meter is equals to 1.65 into 100. 165 centimeter. 1 meter is equals to 1000 millimeter. So here 1.65, that will be multiplied by 1000, and that after multiplication you will be getting 1650 millimeter. So again we will do one more problem related to that only, that the distance between. Now next question we are going to do it, that is related to your distance. How you are going to convert the distance between kilometer. So let's start with the next question. That is, the distance between Radha's home and her school is 3250 meter. Express this distance in kilometer. So students, as you all have seen this question 1 sample problem. Now one more question I am going to take it, that is related to measurement only. Now the distance between Radha's home and her school is 3250 meter. So distance between Radha's home and its school is 3250 meter. This distance is given, that is between Radha's home and its school and her school. Now express this distance in kilometer. So 1 kilometer, as you all are aware that 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meter. So what we are supposed to do it to convert this distance which is given in meter into kilometer. So we are supposed to do division. So what I do it, that 3250, that will be divided by 1000 meter. So that will become 3.250 kilometer. That will be your distance. This will be your distance in kilometer. So thus a distance of 3250 meter will become 3.250 kilometer. Now measurement of length. Now measurement of length, meter, as we were doing SI unit of length and different units of length, then measurement of length. Now meter is used as a standard unit for measuring the length of an object. Meter is used as a standard unit for measuring length of an object. Now meter is written in the short form as M because M is the first letter of meter. Now we can get an idea of length that is represented by a meter from the fact that the door of a room is about 1 meter wide. Now we measure the length of an object by using a meter scale. Now if you are going to go anywhere, if you are going anywhere, you will be finding 1 meter distance will remain 1 meter only, or 1 meter cloth will remain 1 meter only wherever you are going to go. Then a meter scale is graduated or marked in 100 centimeter, and every centimeter is further divided into 10 divisions, that is called millimeter. So what I have told you that meter scale, I was telling you about meter scale. Meter scale is again scale is divided into centimeter, and each centimeter is divided into millimeter. That is 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeter and 1 centimeter is equals to 10 millimeter. Now meter scale, you can find it out that meter scale at tailor shop also, on the shop of tailor also, on clothes shop also, you will be finding it. Now a meter scale can measure length accurately up to 1/10 to a centimeter, which is 1 millimeter. Now the use of proper units of length, that is very important. See, there are certain units of length. You have to find it out that which unit you are going to use it and which unit is required to measure whichever unit. That is important. Like length, which unit you are going to use length if you are measuring length of some short distance or short thing you are going to measure it. Then proper unit of length, though meter is the standard unit of length, but sometimes other units of length like kilometers, centimeters, millimeters, that we are going to use it for our sake of convenience. For example, if any person is traveling from one city to another city, so that person is not going to measure the length in meters. That person is going to measure the length in kilometer. Similarly, if we are going to buy clothes for our dress material, then we are not going to measure that cloth in millimeters. So for our sake of convenience, we are going to measure it in meter, and that cloth we are not going to measure in kilometers. So there are certain units of length. For our sake of convenience, we will be using different lengths. Now meter can be used as a unit of length of a table, length of a room, height of a tree, building, and all these things. A pencil or a notebook has small length which is much smaller than a meter. Now it is inconvenient to express such small length in terms of meter. So the length of small object is measured in centimeters. Thus, in order to measure the length of a pencil or notebook, we use centimeters as the unit of length. A centimeter is 1/100 of a meter. Now the thickness of a coin or a thin wire is a very small length which is much smaller than even a centimeter. So it is convenient to express very small length in terms of centimeter. So the very small length which we have, that we are going to measure in millimeters. So according to that, we can do conversion also, that one unit can be converted into another. So with this we had finished units of length. Tomorrow we are going to start with length measuring devices, that which devices we are going to use to measure length. So that's all for today, children. Have a good day.